This is the Tyre Power pre-game show. We're at Glenewan Oval this afternoon for the clash between Eaton and Carey Park. Very important game for both these sides. Eaton haven't had the start they would have liked at the start of the year. We thought they'd be the big improvers. They've lost quite a few personnel over the last couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. Look at a couple of key matchups thanks to Southern Lock and Security. Secure your home and business with Southern Lock and Security. It'll be interesting to see who Eaton come up with a ruck duel. We're not even quite sure how that's going to work as the siren sounds on the reserves comp for the game, and it is Carey Park 14 goals 6, 90, is that, Tim?
Yeah, it looks like it's 90.
And 5-9-39. Heath Ryder back in the Eaton side, of course, played a lot of good footy a few years ago, so good to see him back in. But Carey Park, when you're running down their list, Jamal Mulholland, the back line, very, very handy player. He's played through the ruck. He can play tall in the back line. Cam Baker is another player that's played Nutrient Ag as a back line player. Josh Kelly comes in up front. It's a pretty good lineup. Tim?
Yeah, look, just they're quite up and about here as they're coming out as well. But Josh Kelly, he looks like he's got a bit of height about him. And just looking through that lineup, I've just started making a few asterisks there with the players that you mentioned. Jackson Bell, talk about him a little bit, because from an outsider looking in, he looks like he's having a really good season.
Jackson Bell is an outstanding young footballer. Of course, started with the South Bunbury Footy Club, moved across to the Panthers, and he has thrived there. Captain of the club for the last few seasons. Just leads from the front, gets a lot of the footy and uses it well. Umpires for today's game as they make their way out onto the ground. Greg Rolfe and Vance Burton in the field. On the boundary, Christian Walker, Kyle Adam and Daniel Gilly. And in the goals, Robbie Fay and Joel Cherenboff. Go West charters, tours and rentals throughout WA. They look after the coaches. Gentlemen, Scotty Tynan, well, he's been a man. He's wonder he hasn't got grey hair over the last couple of weeks, but he's still a very positive young man, the Eaton coach. So he'll be wanting his players to get up and about. And, of course, Frankie Italiano has taken the Panthers to a grand final and got within the point of a premiership. But he leads with a lot of passion, does Frankie Italiano. So be interested to see that battle between two coaches. Very important roles.
Yeah, look, coaching today in the country is very much about empowering the players to try and actually set a lot of their own standards. But I still feel, and I've obviously gained that from doing the coach accreditation courses, but for the coaches, I still think there's a big role for them to have that disciplinarian role as well, especially in the bush. So I think today there'll be plenty of magnets getting thrown around. And who's going to get the upper hand with this Coach of the Year, Go West Tours? I love that you've got a Coach of the Year and you recognise the coaches.
Oh, mate, it's all about the wording here, isn't it, Charlie?
Yes.
And thanks to Geograph Civil, we'll be going around the grounds. Well, there is only one game going on this afternoon, and we'll see if we can keep an eye on that state game too. That's playing out. So.
Just noticed with the Carey Park lineup,
that's right.
Craney, number 9 for Carey Park, not listed in the Play HQ numbers. Maybe they've done a bit of a jumper swapperoo.
We'll have to get a bit of a catch-up on that. Or Charlie, that's what he does here. He's the producer.
He's on
to the
already.
Stars.
I just thought there might be a late change potentially.
There could well be.
Oh, yep. Brendan Stemp. Brendan Stemp is in for Carey Park, number 9. It's just popped up. Actually, no, never mind.
No, that
was Eaton. I was
going to say,
Forget what I
said.
said.
As an Eaton player.
Forget what I said.
Well, you're off to a great start here, Charlie. Anyway.
I feel responsible. I'm sorry, Charlie.
It's okay.
That's the pre-game show. Thanks to Tyre Power. Get the power. We're not far away from a start here at Glenewan. Magnificent day for footy. There's a bit of high cloud going around. Not sure where that'll come in. And brand new lights, Tim, at Glenewan Oval. They haven't turned them on yet, but that'll make a big difference to this football club.
Oh, look, it looks magnificent. And how important is having good training lights, particularly when you finish work during this time of the year and you try and get to training. If there's poor lighting, you just don't get a lot out of your sessions. So there's no excuses. Eaton should be well prepared.
Absolutely. I was just watching them out there. They're going to be a little bit undersized, are the Eaton Footy Club. So a run on the outside, we mentioned the pressure aspect of the game, and that is something that you just can't can't speak highly enough, can you? And the ability to think. It's an old saying in footy, if you've got the footy, you don't give it back, Tim.
Yeah, correct. And I think, you know, how you react when you've got the football and when you don't have the football is so important as well. How often, you know, you've got your players ball watching and all of a sudden, a couple of possessions and the opposition's got you on the hop. So I think a lot of positive chat is needed as well. You've got to switch your teammates on, particularly if you're in that back line. You can see the play. You've got to tell each other where it's at. So pressure acts, again, they're going to be really important.
Carey Park, well, they're the part of the season where they need to win this and win this well, don't they?
Yeah.
They've battled along all right through the season. They haven't hit the heights probably or played as good as footy as they would have liked so far, but you get the feeling it's not far off. And this is the sort of game where Frankie Italiano, they also have quite a few out. Jack DeLallo is a very good goal kicker, so keep an eye on him as well. But it's a game that they need to put to bed.
Yeah, they certainly do. When you're sitting in sixth in an 11-team competition, it's just absolutely crucial. Drop a game here, all of a sudden the traffic behind you start to really get on top of you, whereas a win just solidifies you've won 4 out of the last 6. That sounds pretty good to me, and you're ready to go, and just kind of gives you that opportunity to be knocking on the door of the finals or solidifying that spot, and that's really important through this period where it starts to get very, very cold.
You've been around footy for a long time, Tim, and played under a lot of coaches, seen a lot of coaches. Do you think home ground makes much advantage to the home side?
I think it does. It's incredibly important, particularly, I mean, a lot of my experience was Eastern Districts and Lower Southwest, 2 completely different competitions. Eastern District, I don't think I played in one wet game in 3 seasons when I was out there, whereas Lower Southwest, it's a quagmire every weekend, and if you don't have screw-ins, and just even the taxing nature of those grounds on your legs. But yeah, for Eaton, if you're training here through the week, and every ground's really different in the country. I think, you know, if you're playing in like a waffle or a higher standard competition, a lot of the grounds are very similar. Whereas in the bush, that's what I love about all the different competitions and coming here today. My experience in this competition was Harvey Brunswick Leschenault, playing there for a few seasons, and that Brunswick Junction ground, that was an absolute cauldron for us that season in 2000, 2001. So I think there is a big home ground advantage. Is it enough, though, when you've come off a 34-goal pumping the week before?
Well, you'll be very happy to know they've improved a lot of the grounds around here, because Brunswick used to get a bit watery and a bit muddy, didn't it? But the drainage in that is very good. A lot of the ground. We are absolutely spoilt with the grounds around here. But this oval is a little bit different if you're not used to it, as the players come across for the belt-up week, is it, Charlie?
Yeah, this is belt-up round this round.
Charlie, which way do you see this game going and why?
Oh, it's going to be hard to back Eaton in after a 200-point loss. But you know, the hope is for them they turn up and give it a red-hot crack. But I think Carey Park will be too strong in this one.
Hey, Tim, which way do you think?
200 points. Like when Charlie just put it into that context, I'm just like, wow.
It just doesn't sound real, does it?
Look, I'm going to go with an inspirational 1-point win in the Peter Butcher Memorial match. I'm not sure if it actually is today. But
no,
anyway,
it's not. That was last week.
It was last week. Yeah. Sorry, I've got that one wrong. But
let's before we go there, you had a bit to do, as I did. Peter Butcher, knew him very well, but you had him as a coach.
Yeah, look, I find it a great honour to call at Eaton today, because Peter coached us in 2003 down at Boyart Brook. He was involved as well a couple of seasons before that as an assistant, but just the most inspirational fella. Taught me how to play backline, and when you got praise from him, it was really, really cherished, because he didn't really give it out very often, but it kept his players on their toes and very resilient, and he was just an incredible fella. So shout out to anyone listening that knew Butch or his family. But the Mumby Tav at his funeral, I don't think I've been as, a few teary eyes there that day. That was such a special day for his funeral.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. I was helping him out coaching, and we were down in the old Eaton rooms, and he smashed his hand against the whiteboard. And we had the players absolutely firing. As he walked out, he goes, I think I just broke my hand. And he didn't show the players. So we have the belt-up message getting delivered. Both sides are lined up with the umpires here. So keep an eye and belt up. Stay safe, isn't that the key, Tim?
Yeah, it is, and it's so important, isn't it? Not only just for safety purposes, but it kills your wallet as well at the moment. Just get in, click it straight away, keep your loved ones safe, and your finances safe.
Just go back to when you went down to the lower southwest. Who'd you play for down there?
Yeah, Boyout Brooks with Peter Butcher down there. But yeah, I played 130 odd games down there. So yeah, I spent a lot of my career playing down at Boyout Brook. I went down one season in 2002 and ended up staying 10 or something like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'd drive home most Sunday mornings with nothing left in my wallet and slept on someone's couch or whatever. But yeah, they really did treat me as one of their own.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, they're struggling a little bit this year, Boyout Brook, but they won a flag a couple of years back. So it's the nature of country footy, as we were just getting everything organised here.
Well, yeah, I did turn up here expecting Bulldog jumpers for Eaton, but I'm loving this new strip and looks like a bit of a redesign for the logo as well, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, the Eaton Juniors are the brown and gold.
Right.
And the Darden-up Cable used to be the West Perth Couples.
Ah, right.
We've got a minute silence. Right. Just a minute silent to pay a little bit of respect for all those. Two captains come together, Carl Collard and Jackson Bell for Carey Park, and of course Carl Collard for the Eaton side. Umpire Ralph will throw the ball or the coin in there. That's right. Jackson Bell has won it and will kick to the softball end of Glenewan Oval. So let's see, gentlemen. Let's see what we can come up with today. Of course, Eaton will be looking to bounce back after what Charlie described as not so good an effort. Was that right, Charlie?
Well, just yeah. I mean, it was just not up to the standard, really. 200-point loss. Just can't be doing that.
What was the last game you called, Tim? Did you call one this weekend?
No, I haven't this weekend. West Coast last week against South Fremantle. So it was a very entertaining Waffle League match in the first half.
Was that Cooper Clark Daring's 5 goals?
It was. I got to call all 5 of them as well. I was very excited. I know Glenn Deering very well. Vale Glenn, what a legend he was.
Yes, he's very close to everyone up here. Of course, Glenn Deering and Cooper Clark Daring, a terrific young man. Great to see him doing well down at South. Not a bad return to league footy.
Karate Kid vibes with his red headband last week. He was waxing on and waxing off all afternoon.
I think we're getting a signed one in the studio.
Outstanding.
Righto, not far away from a start here. Give us a rundown. Who's in the middle? Tim?
Yeah, there's just waiting to see who's going to be, what kind of setup they're going to go.
Connor Gadecki, keep an eye on him, number 5 for Carey Park. He'll start in the midfield, got plenty of pace, and he'll be up against Brendan Stemp. So good contest there too, I reckon.
So Jake Greenwell is our ruck up against Ezekiel McKenzie. So here we go. No one really wins a decisive tap. Midfielders, good clever hand pass out. That was by Ross. And they were just about to win the clearance and have dropped the footy. Gang tackle, high tackle. Just a little bit clumsy in the end. And the Carey Park Panther is just getting up, holding his neck. Now the long kick in by Greenwell towards centre half forward. It goes over the back. There's no crummers there for the Panthers. Just defenders for Carey Park. It's Collard. His hand pass though set a task for a teammate in Penn. He's well tackled. It's loose ball here for the Panthers.
Yeah, clever kick that. Weighed up his option. Could have turned around and just belted for goal. He didn't. He's seen his partner in crime, right in the middle of in the goal square. Oh, just out from goal, and they'll have their first true shot at goal. The Panthers in the first minute on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
Tanner Reid. A gimme, really. 40 metres out directly in front. He's tried to just guide it through. Bit of Happy Gilmore vibes then. Just tap it in.
Tap it in. Sounds like my golf.
Just got to kick through the footy. Watch some replays of Tony Lockett, I reckon. So Collard, been a handy player this season. That is a floating Steve Kernahan special, but it works out. Stem. He stems the flow.
Already, Tim.
Oh, it's bad. Hopefully you're not listening, Macca. Stem. Chips it in short.
He's still stuck in the Sydney Swans change rooms. Got his mug on TV.
Photo bombing, you reckon?
He was.
Yeah, classic.
So Daisy Thomas had to move him on.
Gets it to Ross on right half back.
Oh, that's
the lateral
turnover.
kick's on. It's poor. It's let the Panthers in. So they've got the footy now. Left half forward. Guiding past to Greenwell. Hand pass off. And kick from... Oh, good mark. Kelly's got it.
Yeah, nice bit of work, body work by Kelly. Just nudged his opponent out, and he'll have a shot for goal. And Kelly's got the first goal on the board for the Panthers.
He pops it through. It's not a bad method, is it? Don't wait for pressure on the set shot. So the Panthers, a bright start in this encounter.
They have it, and that was just a turnover on the outer wing that set up. It was a nice kick going into Kelly, actually. It just was just that bit in his favour that allowed him to grab the footy over the back, and he made no mistake. It was very, very casual, wasn't it? Just walked around and popped it through.
Gadecki quality there.
That is on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard. 117 to the Panthers. Eaton yet to get it into their forward 50.
So Gadecki providing good run for Greenwell. That gave the inside 50 opportunity. Here's Greenwell again. Repeat efforts. Acrobatic effort by the Panthers, but the loose ball comes out for Eaton. They're going to win the clearance here. Marshall's got it. So Taj Marshall, centre wing, commentary side. Long kick towards centre. Forward didn't have a captain Cook.
Keep an eye on young Taj Marshall too for our Skill Hire Rising Star, skillhire.com.au.
It was Baker who took the good grab, flying in. Excellent. And it's Ewing.
Was that at a contender already for our CPR outdoor mark of the centre? Or we're
Definitely.
going for better?
Floated in like Brett Hetty. And the kick to full forward. Off hands. Numbers though. Through Payne and the Panthers. Measured pass to the true centre half back position. Chip kick over the top is good. Looks like Gardner. Short pass to centre half forward. They've got run. Jones gives it off. And the pass to full forward.
From ring-a-ding-ding, that was Jackson Bell that come through him. Gee, Kelly's got his next shot for goal. Beautiful kick in from Bell. Nicely worked for from the Panthers.
It's a luxury when you can take a chest mark on the lead at full forward. And Kelly, can he kick 2 sausage rolls in a minute? He's going to kick from 45, pretty much directly in front. Not bad off the boot. He's kicked truly. Kelly's kicked 2 in a minute. And the Panthers, they're bouncing around.
Yeah, they're winning the stoppages. Eaton are doing right in that first initial stoppage, but the turnovers are hurting them a little. Even the kick that Eaton went into the forward 50 was a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1, and that allowed the Panthers to come out. You need to keep an eye on those outs too, because that come out way too easy.
You just got to watch this stem the flow early in this quarter. After such a big loss last week, he can blow out very quickly, can't it?
Absolutely can.
So back in the middle of the ground. 17 degrees here in Eaton. Pretty light winds. It's a north-northwester around the 10-kilometre mark. As Greenwell gets the tap down in front. Diving on the football is Horton.
That was good by Horton. He read that off the pack nicely.
He was stem, in fact. And they win the clearance here, the Panthers. It was Hedgeland, got dragged off it. They win it still, and free kick coming back. And high contact, and he's still down for a bit.
Yeah, the young man copped it.
He's in a fair bit of strife here.
Left himself open a little bit. There wasn't any malice in it.
No.
It was just a good, hard,
Just a
contested
good
ball.
big bump.
Good young man, getting up very well, young Taj Marshall.
Probably one of these young players we spoke about
Absolutely.
pre-match. How many did you say? 7 under 21s?
7 under 21s.
It's a big ask, isn't it? As the
Unheard
kick
of.
towards centre wing almost took the mark. It was Ross. They work it out, and good kick inboard. They're going to go backwards here. They go 2 forward perhaps. Ewing into the middle of the ground. Dicey kick. Stolen. Then does a spin move. Brilliant. It was Mead and hits the full forward. Or more like right full forward pocket, but he was like a Hills hoist in a cyclone then.
It was a bit of a spin around, wasn't it? But the trouble was there, when you turn over like that, once again, your defenders are all out of place because you're moving the ball forward, and Jones just ducked in behind the pack, and we'll have another shot for goal. 17 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock.
Right
Hollow
foot
Beach Bar
drop
clock.
punt.
That's a good kick that's faded.
It's just missed.
Wasn't a bad kick off the boot, though, was it?
Just saw Blake
Hedgeland?
Is it Hedgeland? It's thrown me there, that surname. But yeah, he's got a fair tank on him. Wouldn't want to run into him. He's just rotated off the ground. So Collard to bring the footy back in from full back. Straight down the middle, but it's stolen here. Looks like Gadecki. No, it's Delallo, and the kick in towards centre half forward. He thought he had the mark, the Panther, but it's play on. It looks like a ball up. And that looks like Mead again. He's been lively in this first quarter. It's round 8, Southwest Football League action. Here he goes again, Mead. 30-metre hand pass, sensational. The kick in towards the pocket. Kelly leads out at it, got a shocking bounce. This is played into the hands of the Eaton backline. The kick comes towards left half back. First there was Pickett. Well, he's wearing Pickett's number. That's not Marlon Pickett, though.
No, that's his young bloke.
How good.
That's outstanding, isn't it?
Wearing his dad's number.
Yeah, that's Marlon Pickett's young bloke.
You know, I can see the resemblance now that I can see the front. So here we go. The 2 rucks go at it. Decisive tap by Gardner. And a fleet of runners by Delallo. And the kick to full forward. Over the back, Kelly's in the van here. Should get there first. Went the bump instead. Now he collects the footy. He gets tackled though. Hughes. He's sniffing a goal. And why not when you've kicked 16?
There's no lack of effort by the Eaton players, is it? It's just that little skill error that at times is hurting them.
They're definitely cleaner, aren't they, the Panthers? So, ball up.
Oh.
20 metres from goal. Kelly in there, playing for the free kick. None coming. And just banged on the boot here. It's going to be out of bounds on the full, I think. Or was it touched off the kick? I think the umpire's just going to come over and double check.
Yeah, it's inside the 50, so it has to be throw. No?
He's going to check with the...
Oh, we're going to have a bit of a discussion.
I think this is good umpiring. I saw this last week in a waffle match. Like, if you don't have enough information in front of you to make a good decision, why not see if you can?
Just to check on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard, Carey Park 2 goals, 2-14. Eaton yet to trouble the scorers. And if we come up with a decision, I think it's going to be a Carey Park kick.
No, it's a boundary throw-in.
It's a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, but he's given us the signal. So boundary throw-in. So looks like Tanner Reid, going to take the ruck knock. Up against Kent. Ball comes in front. Reid tried to hack it out of midair. And it's Stem who kicks the footy towards right half back, and a solid bump on the outer side of the ground.
That was Farmer, I think, that give that
is.
solid bump. We're looking for a best defender, thanks to Western All-Pass Services too. So keep an eye on that one, Charlie. And thanks to SKG. Get your scans at SKG. Thanks for your support this afternoon.
So Greenwell up against Mackenzie. Ball goes over the back. Harassing is Gadecki. Wins the clearance towards full forward. Couple of bites of the cherry. The Panthers couldn't quite bring it in. Hughes. Good defending. Well done by Ewing. And they can clear the footy. Eaton for now. The kick is dicey inboard though. Brown. Bill Brown can't pick the footy up. Now they get it out the back. They've got runners in Gardner. And he's got a loose player. Great mark.
Oh.
I would have paid that. And it was
Stole
DeLallo, the vice-captain, gets denied.
Oh, now they're open. If they look on the outside, why didn't the player on the outside keep running for Eaton?
So Eaton with the football, it's Adcock. And talking about best defenders, I reckon James Ewing's got to be in the conversation.
You're putting him down for a Western All-Perth Service nomination?
I reckon in this first quarter he has been their best defender for sure. So Barrett's got the footy. Eaton getting a rare inside 50 coming up. If they can just keep their head here. Adcock. Now he goes, the left footer to full forward. Just goes a little bit too much over the back. It was Cartilage. Acrobatic defending, and in the end the Carey Park Panthers clear. It was Mulholland. And talked about him pre-match, Craney.
We did. We're after a peak performance from Solar Health Southwest.
And last touch rule, this is good. Stem's got it here. And as soon as they went inside 50, just got repelled immediately. So they're looking to see if they can hit some targets. It was Collard. Good play here by Eaton. Bailey Kent. Right foot drop punt towards Marshall. Oh, just outnumbered in the end.
Too big, too smart, Mulholland.
And Mulholland, I can see what you're talking about. He's in the conversation as well as the best defender.
He's a terrific footballer.
And here we go, Hughes. Kicked 16 goals this season. One of their damaging players. Just went to ground Gardner, but he got the hands away. And they can load up to full forward. Long kick. And it's bounced to the right or left. And I've been stitched up in the Play HQ with number 4 as well, Craney.
Charlie will just check that on.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's coming back into play. Ewing chips it inboard to Stem. And he's got a fair bit of it, hasn't he, Craney? Stem. And
Played pretty well so far. He's got a bit more of it.
Went into inboard to Ross, got it spoiled away. They've got numbers and they get it to centre wing, outer side of the ground, on hands and knees. Great pick-up. That's elite by the Panthers, but the hand pass backwards towards Bell. They've got support, though. Here comes the cavalry. DeLallo. Max DeLallo. We're in the Jeff Farmer whiz number. That's a good kick,
Oh, the old whiz.
Always burned in my brain, the number 33. What a player he was, Jeff Farmer. As the kick towards centre forward, Kelly just gets pushed out too easy. And umpires don't like players going for the free kick. That was smart play. And here he goes again, James Ewing. The kick is poor, though. He's trying to find Stem. Barging through with dash was Mackenzie, but they've got the footy. Hughes, and he spots up Tanner Reid. Shot for goal coming up.
Shot for goal coming up, but Eaton to fall into trap. I know they're a young side, but they're chipping. And they're chipping far too short. They're not cutting any lines. That's given Carey Park an enormous amount of time to push back and block holes.
He's got a pretty famous surname, Tanner Reid. If he kicks this, he might give us the double fist pumps. He's missed it. No, he's kicked it. The lack of reaction early. I was waiting for the double. I was waiting for the Harley Reid.
Yeah, just kicked that and just done it, Tanner Reid. A nice finish through, but yeah, that's something Eaton have just got to have a bit of a chat about at half-time. Their chipping game, it's all right, but it's going to come undone unless you're a very skilled footy side. So they need to just get those a bit longer and a bit more pressure coming in. Another thing, the forwards of Eaton, every time they're running through the centre, they're running back towards the goals. You've got to run forward to the footy. So you're giving the ball carrier some options. So a bit for Scotty Tynan, the coach, thanks to Go West Tours, to work on at quarter time.
Makes it hard, doesn't it, when that backline presses up very high.
Yeah.
It really does throw the forwards on the back foot. Do I go? Do I stay? Brilliant clearance here by DeLallo, the Jack version. The vice-captain kicks in towards left half forward. Off hands. It's 2-on-1.
Well played, young
Panthers have got the numbers. High tackle. Hedgeland's given away the free kick, it looks like. So, looks like Rory Old.
That was a great bit of footy by the young man.
And the kick towards centre wing. The Panther has infringed.
The Panther has infringed.
And it looks like a free kick to Eaton, outer side of the ground.
Gee, young Rory Old was very good too against one.
And that looks like Barrett. Barrett's long kick towards left half forward. Oh, Ewing was in the van, got pushed forward. Free kick to him. So why don't I float forward, he says. And that is coming back, is it? No, it's going the other way. Well, I'm thoroughly confused. Charlie, did you see what happened?
No. I have no idea what happened there.
Yeah, we'll just have to move on. It's a Carey Park kick.
So Carey Park,
Mulholland gets kick.
Long kick towards left half
Great
forward.
grab.
What a mark. That's a contender.
For our CPR Outdoor Centre mark of the day, you think?
Sensational effort by Cartilage. Or Cartilage. His team thinks he's a ledge at the moment. And Hodgson has got the footy. Measures the pass into the corridor. Finds Cartilage again. They have not gained any meterage forward though. Here's Cartilage. Goes to Ewing.
Kick. That's a great kick.
Great kick. And long kick now. It's a mongrel torpedo.
But that's better because at least they carried some lines. I mean, the kick didn't quite hit.
And it's going to be a free kick to the Panthers. Last touch rule. It's really revolutionised the game, hasn't it? So Bo Clark spots up a teammate. Gardner. Long kick inside 50. Oh, got both hands on it, the Panther. High tackle, no. Hughes played for it a bit. Now gets rid of it with the hand pass. Coming through unsuccessfully, the Panthers forward. Here comes Hughes again. No, it's Delallo, Jack Delallo. Mulholland, he's run down from the back line. Long kick to full forward. Off hands, 2-on-2 contest. Ball still there. Hughes bangs it backwards. Gets it to Hedgeland. And looks like a throw, and it's going to Eaton. How'd you see it, Craney?
Might go around the ground, sinks in Geograph Civil shortly. Charlie, if you can bring something up there from...
From Bustleton, it is Bustleton 2-1-13 to Donnybrook 1-6.
McKenzie got it to Adcock. And in the true centre-half back position, chip kick over the top. Coming through is Delallo, the Jack version. He's been elite in this last 10 minutes. Ball comes out the back, though. And Eaton try to clear through Aitken. His long kick towards left half forward. Shocking bounce for the Eaton player, but he went to ground. Panthers clear. And that's a brilliant mark. Well done, Delallo. Spots up, and they get the run. Chip kick over the top. Hughes! He's got the mark. And we'll line them up from about 20 metres, Craney.
Nice bit of work, wasn't it, by the Panthers? They are pretty slick when they get the run on and they create the overlap. And Eaton, look, they just get caught on the hop a little bit, just purely because the skill level going forward is not quite there.
So he's just
We're looking for a Bunbury Mower Service tackle of the day too, Charlie.
So here he goes. Hughes for goal. Number 17 this season. Gun barrel straight. The Panthers have kicked their fourth.
Yeah, sailing along nicely, aren't they, the Panthers? And 6 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock. And Eaton have got to find some way and somehow of working their way through that forward 50 zone. Getting a little bit of it in there, but just can't sort of get it. Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour, MGIB is there.
So the Panthers, 7 scoring shots to nothing at the moment. And that's an ominous sign in this match.
Well, Eaton haven't even had a fair dinkum shot at it.
And when you look at the ladder, Craney, this match for Carey Park, the team above them's on 200-odd%, but the team above that, they can get within 4 points and maybe even nudge in a couple of weeks over them. So it's a big carrot on the board for a Mulholland. Punch from behind against Farmer, and it goes out of bounds. Outer side of the ground, left half back.
And how's your battery, Tim? Because Batterywell, Bunbury and Bustleton, they sponsor the best on ground and they have free battery fitting.
Actually, I need one for my tinny at the moment.
Well, so there you go.
That's got a little 4.1 metre tinny. Front steer. Ball comes loose here for the Panthers.
Well, Jared's got a yacht.
Delallo, Jack Delallo, he's really ripping this contest apart. Well done, Gardner, as well to full
great
forward.
grab. That is a very good grab.
And that is a contender.
Seafair out there, centre, mark of the day.
And good pass.
We're not WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day, and I think Josh Kelly might be in the running for it so far.
I was just about to
Oh,
say
you're
that.
in trouble, son.
Horton, he got it into the corridor. Eaton in licorice, all sorts here. And holding the ball, and it looks like Hughes getting the shot for goal. And whenever these situations happen, you always find your hungry forwards right near the footy.
Do you get the feeling Brian Hughes is looking for a big day out here too?
Well, he's sitting on 17 goals this season. He's the leading goal kicker for the Panthers. 26 is the leader at the moment, so a big bag today.
He's licking his lips out here.
From directly in front. And he's hit the post.
And I need to cross that out because he's normally a very, very good kick of the footy.
Oh, yeah, you already had it written down before he kicked it.
Just about did. 3 minutes left in the quarter thanks to the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
Ewing is outnumbered. Max DeLallo putting on pressure. Jackson Bell, the captain. Right foot boomerang. Does it go around?
That is the goal of the day.
That is sensational.
Jackson Bell right in front of the Eaton members. Just threw it on his boot. And look at the Panthers surround the captain.
Let's
what
see
a
this
goal.
replay. Right foot boomerang just inside it. Oh, there's centimetre perfect the amount of space. And how's the shepherd on the line?
That was superb. Jackson Bell. Well, we were sitting there looking. I thought he was just going to put it at the top of the square. And it just floated and floated through. Magnificent. That is one of the highlights of the year.
He pretty much had a sip of the guy's Coke.
It's going to take...
And then went back and kicked it. That was unbelievable.
It's going to take a pretty good goal to beat that for the WA Carver Supermarket goal of the day.
And I can just see a cameraman with a massive lens, and he was right there. I wonder what kind of
it's
image
going to
he
be
got.
an unreal photo.
I wonder if he got it. Geez, it'd be one of those ones you'd be kicking yourself if you missed it. So back in the middle of the ground, Kelly having a bit of a run for the Panthers. But Eaton win the clearance here nicely. Stem, he's having a burst in the guts. Footy beats a couple of Eaton players, but they've got numbers harassing.
Here's
Stem gets involved. They're going to have a shot for goal. Farmer kicks on goal. He's missed to the right-hand side, Craney.
Yeah, on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard, that Eaton have finally hit it, though. They've got their first point, but gee, we're still coming down after Jackson Bell. I wonder if you go back and tell the forward you're playing on how to do it.
Yeah, that one's definitely going to be bantered around in the rooms afterwards. So the long kick is found Bo Clark, his little right foot banana to centre wing. It's a bit of a pinball machine out there, but Gardner's got the
Gadecki's
footy.
got plenty of pace.
And here's Gadecki dashing through, 2 bounces, 3,
He's
inside 50, left foot shot for goal! Boom shakalaka! Great effort. And that's my first of the season. He's got one out of me, Craney.
He has that. What a finish. We knew as soon as Eaton were in trouble, as soon as Gadecki got that on the half-forward line. He's got a ton of pace. He's got a ton of skill. And that was a beautiful finish. And, you know, normally that would have been a contender for our WA Carver Supermarket goal of the day. But I don't know. It's up to you, Charlie.
I've written it down. It's a contender, but it's going to be tough to beat Bell.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I reckon Bell's. Wow.
But on that Southwest Isuzu scoreboard, this is sneaking away very quickly from the Eaton Football Club, 6-4-40 to 1 point. But when you kick goals like that, Tibby, that was worth the trip up the highway just to see that, wasn't it?
Oh, it's sensational. And I reckon he only needed 2 bounces as well. He was just like Sonic the Hedgehog, wasn't he? He was off. So, ball back in the middle of the ground. McKenzie. No, it's...
High tackle.
Yeah, it is McKenzie, and free kick going the way of
As long
the
as he's
Panthers.
not like Super Mario.
So Adcock, he's copped a few today. He's copped a few coat hangers. Hughes, is it? No. Looks like Reed.
That was the Bell feed off half back too. He's once again performing his duties admirably.
It is Reed, because I can hear people yelling out Tanner.
Tanner Reid for a shot after the siren.
For a bit of icing on the cake. And it's a behind.
So on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard, Carey Park have had a very, very good first quarter. They've got 6-5.
41
to the 1 point. So we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and see if Eaton can resurrect a bit in the second quarter. Right in the heart of Eaton, brand new shopping centre getting built just behind us. Going to be a massive big centre, that one. Charlie, it is Carey Park, 6 goals, 5, 41. Lead Eaton, 1 behind. can you give us the goal kickers?
So for the Panthers, Josh Kelly has 2 goals, and Bell, Gadecki, Hughes, and Reid have 1 goal each.
It was a quarter, Tim, that Carey Park, well, they just started a bit slower, then they upped the ante that had Eaton chasing for most of it. But highlights were the Jackson Bell and the Connor Gadecki goal.
Oh, look how treated are we when we're talking about, the second effort through the middle not even being a contender for goal of the day. It was sensational, both goals. But, yeah, look, they've just been a lot cleaner, haven't they, Carey Park? In particular, rebound from the couple of 4A forwards that Eaton have had. Boy, it's dynamite there, Carey Park's backline. Mulholland leading the way down there. They do rebound very well, and straight through the middle. They're not using the wings much. And
I think they're going to grow in confidence this game, unless Eaton can find... There's no questioning Eaton's endeavour.
Yeah.
Their endeavours there, they're working very hard. It's just their turnovers are getting... And yet, when you're playing in the Southwest Footy League, you don't get much of a chance. If you turn it over, you're in a bit of trouble. So that's something for them to work on in this quarter. No doubt Coach Scotty Tynan would have addressed that at quarter time. Thanks to Go West Tours for supporting our coaches. Umpires are back in the middle. Players are just about set. Can Eaton rebound after the first quarter? This is SEN Spirit and Tim Lees.
Ezekiel McKenzie up against Greenwell. He did well. McKenzie, ball at ground level from the tap. And that looks like Stem. He can't get loose.
He's had a pretty good first quarter, though.
He has, from the Gadecki tackle. Well done, Mead. Freed the hands nicely to Greenwell, who kicks inside 50 towards centre half forward. Just out of position was Tanner Reid. And the defence for Eaton, looking for Marshall. 1-on-1 up against Gardner. And Gardner goes out of bounds. So looks like boundary throw in outer side of the ground, right half forward for the Panthers.
James Ewing's doing a great job down that defensive unit for Eaton.
My brain takes me straight away to NBA basketball. Patrick Ewing. I know there's definitely no relation, but I'm learning that I don't have to voice everything in my brain, Craney, as this is turned over. And it's Mead's got it.
Just stick with the footy for the next 2 hours and we'll be off.
As the kick goes into Bo Clark. They're looking very dangerous here, the Panthers, in the first couple of minutes of this second quarter. And I think he's just been given licence by the skipper here to have a bit of a crack. He's going to have to kick just inside the 50-metre line. You're backing him in, Craney?
I'll take a very good kick from here for the young man. But he looks pretty confident, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's gone right back. Now, right foot drop punt. It's a mongrel off the side slightly, and it's going to go through for a minor score. And you quite often see that players getting that little bit extra distance. McKenzie was right there.
Here's where Eaton need to work out a bit of a plan to break the Panthers' defensive unit.
And bring the footy back in. Collard, the skipper,
nice
Gardner, over the top. That's a contender.
For our CPR Outdoor Centre mark of the day.
Yep.
And it goes into the Panthers, number 4. And stitch up in the budget. Could be a late change. I've already got Jared O'Brien on it. Obi's the man. He's down there rubbing shoulders with the benches as we speak. So the Panthers, this would be a sensational start in this second quarter. For goal number 7, it looks pretty good off the boots. Not going to be a goal. Players set, off hands. And Bo Clark amongst them. And it goes through for another minor score, Craney.
Well, this is better by Eaton. Get it out of there quick.
So Stem receives it and then goes through the middle. Long kick towards the centre circle. 1-on-1, the 2 players there in the middle. And trying to get out of it was Ewing. But it's a ball up right next to the centre circle. So Greenwell comes in. He's had the better of the ruck tap so far. Just look to actually get Ross in a bit higher then, but play on. Looks like Gadecki on the left foot. Inside 50. Got both hands on it. Was Reid. Good defence. Looks like McKenzie goes through. And the right foot kick towards Ewing. Gardner floats in from the side. Sticky mitts.
Taking some good grabs as Gardner.
Super Glue would be proud. And the right foot drop punt. It's a Peter Sumich helicopter. Gets punched away 40 metres out. And a chance for the defence. They look like they've got the numbers here, Eaton. Bullocking through well was McKenzie. Got a little boot on it. Ewing, he's GAWN. Gadecki's got him. Ball still there. Gardner gets legged. Play on, says the umpire. He'll be feeling a little bit robbed at the moment. Young Gardner. How'd you see it, Craney?
Yeah, umpire called it right. Umpire recognition round last week.
He's playing a straight bat. He's not nibbling at anything outside off. So the tap down in front. Here goes DeLello, is it? On the left foot towards goal. What a goal. Jack DeLello, take a bow.
Yeah, very classy football is Jack DeLello. Only a young fella too, coming up through the ranks, Timmy, but no, peak performance thanks to Solihull Southwest. Might give it to that goal there because he just followed the ball through, kept it in front and bounced up to him. He made no mistake about that. And the Panthers on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard moved to 7-7-49 to 1 point, Charlie. What can they do?
Yeah, it's a big grim here for Eaton. They just got to hang in there.
I think they're getting plenty of the footy. I mean, there's a couple of times there.
There's glimpses.
It's just that, just the mistakes made at the wrong time.
Bit of Sammy Mitchell about DeLello's kick then. Pretty good on the left and the right side.
I reckon he might admire that comparison.
Gadecki, he's harassing here, but Eaton get to it first and they win the free kick. Good play, Adcock. So Lockie Adcock ignores the Pickett lead and then likes the longer option. In towards full forward. Too easy here for the defence. And the Panthers can steady. Kick along the line to Bell. He's got the run of Gardner. He's been a great player in this first half. Punched away on the outer side of the ground. The target was Hughes. So it looks like a boundary throw in. Outer side of the ground. 14 scoring shots to 1. So far, the Panthers. There's a bit of blood in the water. And the next goal, very important. Mackenzie up against Greenwell. Superb tap. Gets it to Gadecki. Good clearance inside 50. Ewing was there. Can't stop Bo Clark. And they've got the footy. DeLello's kick in towards Tanner Reid. Has time after fumbling it a couple of times. Mead went with the one hand. Socket out of danger, but only momentarily. Well done. Freed the arms. Good technique. Mead collects the footy, beats one tackler and a second, gets slung after he kicked it, and Bo Clark gets the down the ground free kick.
Number 4 for Carey Park is Hart. Just a
Greenwell. And good centering ball by Bo Clark then, Craney, and Greenwell, the big fella. Always good for your ruckman to get a goal early.
He's a big boy too, is Greenwell. Very, very good footballer. Hasn't played a lot of footy over the last few years, but very classy.
I'm a good reader of body language, and I just feel like he's right on his limit here. I'm just seeing Kelly right on the goal line. That's where he should be. So Jake Greenwell from 50 metres. Egg on my face. Goalpost high, he's pumped it through.
Never in doubt was. That was a magnificent kick by Greenwell. As I said, very, very classy footballer.
I'm not inviting him to poker night.
It's a good size. And as Tim called it, never in doubt, straight through, half goal post high, lean back. Isn't it great to see a drop punt go through without this kicking around the corners? But a terrific. And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard, Carey Park 8-7-55 to Eaton 1 point. So that was a nice centering kick, wasn't it, to advantage. And the big fella, well, he's just too big, too tall.
Just seen Basil Hart come on the ground. I caught him a few seasons back for Peel Colts. He is a live wire. And the ball hits ground level after the tap. Looks
Thanks
like Ross.
To MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there, Tim.
You seen much of Basil Hart, have you, Craney?
Very classy young player.
So ball back in the middle. It was Greenwell. Did well.
So is this man.
And DeLello racking them up, isn't he? He's got to be a massive contender for player of the day as the kick comes in to the corridor. Chip kick over the top. And Bo Clark's got it. He's got a loose player as well. Too easy for the Panthers, and they're going to have a shot for goal, and it's Harry Jones.
Getting easier and easier, isn't it? And you're right about DeLello for the Bunbury, hang on, let me try that again. Battery Well, Bunbury and Bustleton, free battery fitting, best on ground. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it, for the best on ground?
Yeah, I need to write that number down. Need a marine battery. I'm sure they can help us out, Craney?
Oh, absolutely. They are brilliant.
So the deputy vice captain, that's a mouthful, Harry Jones. The right pocket for a right footer, 60-degree angle. It's gone to the right. It's not going to be a goal. Numbers, Ewing.
Great grab.
Oh, floated in. He's taken a couple of good grabs. He's got to be in contention. Either one. And the chip kick to Marshall in the left full-back pocket.
Might go around the ground, thanks to Geograph Civil shortly. After this little patch of play.
Well, Marshall's kick set his teammate a bit of a task in Callahan. He was up to it, though. And they go backwards to Ewing. Ewing's kick. Gardner.
This kid can mark.
I tell you what, he'd be right up in the conversation as well as best player, and they've got the mark. Hedgeland.
He's got a great pair of hands, hasn't he, Gardner?
And just good anticipation, reads the play.
A number of times he's cut off the Eaton attacks.
And he's a bit like Inspector Gadget, those go-go gadget arms.
The
They're
old
quite long, aren't
go-go
they?
gadget arms.
Some people would be wondering who that is, but I'm sure anyone 40 plus knows what I'm talking about. So hard up against the line. He stabs at it. Touched off the boot. Kelly goes bang. Grinning like the Cheshire cat.
Well, no wonder he was gritting, because the Eaton defender got the hands on it and it flew straight into Kelly's lap, and he just popped it over his shoulder for another goal.
And this is why Butch used to always say to me, point post, because that was right near the right point post.
Well, the basics of the game, no matter, the game has changed, the basics of the game stay the same, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, the amount of times set shots go towards the point post of either side, and I think of him every time.
14 minutes left in the second quarter, thanks to the Hollow Beach Bar. Hope Richie and the crew are all enjoying this on the big screen.
Just around the grounds from, thanks to Geograph Civil, Bustleton 3-2-20, Donnybrook 3-3-21 in the second quarter.
Good game of footy.
Oh, that is a ding-dong, isn't it? So over the top was Greenwell, gets the follow-up as well. Elite clearance here for the Panthers. Inside 50 towards Hughes. Clever little hand pass over the top. Bo Clark collects, gives it off. Back to Hughes. Left foot banana.
The Boonana come out there, didn't it, Tim? But Cam Robbins.
Shout out to Cammy Robbins. There's been a couple of chances to throw a few Cammy Robbins sayings out there. Not quite a guilty. So it looks like Eaton to bring the footy back in. Bit of a huddle near the 50 metres. They've got a loose player, but the long kick here goes towards Ewing. He's the designated marker, and he takes a solid pack mark. Like a lighthouse in a storm.
He's worked very well today, Ewing.
It was Hedgeland who put on the pressure.
They need a bit of a Gen X engineering teamwork, though, to get it up into their forward 50. Do Eaton?
Don't know if I'd want to sit under the ball with Hedgeland coming at you. So Ewing got it from Stem. Right half back. Kicking to the southern end in this second quarter. Eaton, and they've got a loose player. Great play. Aitken kicks towards left half forward. Gardner got hands to it. Here's Ross. Collects the footy. Gets bundled over immediately. Looks like Mulholland, the tackler.
The Eaton boys will be getting plenty of advice. It is a 2006 Colts Premiership reunion in the Glen Ewan Clubhouse.
It was Reece Payne, in fact, the tackler. So Ross got it to Stem. And they'd be desperate to get something from this inside 50. And I'm sure that Eaton Clubhouse would be pretty similar as Ross. Little left foot dribbler towards the boundary line. And it's
I think they need that just to float through. They put a lot of effort into the game so far, that is Eaton, and they've got absolutely no reward for it. So a bit of reward for effort would be good. Thanks to SKG. Get your scans at SKG for your support this afternoon.
So Gardner, double fist forward. Gadecki is the recipient. 2 bounces. Clicks the afterburners on. Sonic the Hedgehog, and he kicks towards centre half forward. Loose ball inside 50. Hand pass over the top. Hughes is sniffing a goal here. Put your glasses down. The Panthers kick their 10th. Great goal, Hughes. Craney, how'd you see it?
Talk about Gen X engineering from woe to go. That wasn't it. Worked beautifully by the Panthers. And once they get a run on and once they get their tails up, they're as good as any side in this competition. And that was absolutely brilliant. And as I said before, Hughes has got his tail up.
Basil Hart comes on the ground. Something happens. Great hand pass to give Hughes the opportunity there, Charlie.
It was great teamwork.
You going to put that one down as a WA
Yeah.
supermarket goal of the day? Teamwork of the day?
I think it's
I'd say teamwork, yeah.
So they've made the ruck change now. Mackenzie up against Kelly. Just feel like that ruck combination is really getting on top here. And when you get first use, Craney, it feeds that fleet of on-ballers.
Well, we said at the start they're a little bit undersized, aren't they, Eaton? And that is beginning to show.
They've got that sweeper out the back with no one on them. I'd just be going man on man, I would have thought. And another tackle. And that's on Callahan. So Mead for the Panthers looks loose on the outside of that stoppage as well. Barging through like a wounded bull, well played, was Jones. He gets stormed from behind.
Yeah. Tackle.
Snuck
Put
up
that
at
one
him
down.
like a librarian, didn't he, Craney?
I like the old librarian, Dennis.
So we've got our tackle of the day. Repeat
that's-
that one for us, Craney.
The Bunbury Motor Service tackle of the day.
Excellent, because that's got to be right up there.
That
That's a
was
strong
100%.
mark.
Charlie's just ticked that down in all the boxes.
So I think that's Hodgson on the far side. Geez, that
Come from nowhere, didn't he?
had his head taken off.
And that should get you up and about too when you see someone like that.
He's good little bump there from Callahan. He's had his angry pills today.
Get under that.
Ewing, up and under ball, 9-9 towards centre half forward, off hands. But a nice bear hug tackle, so stoppage.
Bit like a pitching wedge, I think, mate.
Or maybe just my driver off,
Yeah.
off the top of it.
I might have been overestimating my ability too.
And looks like for the Panthers, Bill Brown gets involved in the tap. But Eaton are relentless here. And the kick by Aiken in towards centre half forward. But it's a familiar story. Mulholland, he claims it. Basil Hart on centre wing, has a couple to beat. He's got some support in Delallo, the max version. Kicks into a centre half forward and hit the ground. He tried to do the roll, though, and cover it as the mark, but pretty obvious.
Young Pickett coming off there with a bit of a leg problem. Hope he's all right.
Hopefully it's a corky and not a strain. So Gadecki didn't really have the footy, but it's one of those ones could have gone either way. Mackenzie, brilliant. Beat a couple and then bashed it forward. But into a nest of Panthers and the little drop punt over the top.
A little bit of lesson there for the young fella. You need to bend over and pick it up. He tried to lay the boot into it.
Max Delello to Hughes. The forward spearhead.
Clever.
What
Very
vision.
clever.
And he finds a teammate in Hedgeland. And Craney, clever play.
Absolutely was. And that's what you call class, isn't it? You weigh up the options and you pick the right option. And that's exactly what he did.
So Blake Hedgeland, champagne football from the Panthers. He's going to kick from 45 metres out. And Hedgeland pops a cork. No, he doesn't. He leaves it in there.
Good point call, though. That was excellent.
It's probably the best point call of all time.
That's right.
And then Cartilage goes deep into the pocket to O'Dine. He gets it back, Cartilage. The 1-2's on. And the long kick towards centre wing. In the van was Ryder, and it goes off his hands with pressure, and it's a boundary throw-in. So what do we know about Ryder? Any relation to Patrick Ryder? Might be.
Sure, but Heath Ryder was a very promising junior, and he come up through the ranks, played league footy at a young ages, played a bit of twos footy over the last couple of years, but good to see him back in the league side.
So Greenwell,
definitely very talented.
It was Kelly, in fact, and Mead goes back in board. And good harassing here, but Eaton clear through Callahan. And the kick towards Barrett. It dribbles away from him, and a free kick to the Panthers. They've got a couple of numbers in the corridor. Well, they're going to go back 30 metres to full back. But why wouldn't you when you've got the quarterback in Mulholland? Chip kick into Bill Brown. And exciting play. It's Bo Clark along the line. And then Hedgeland, what a kick. Straight down the ground. Hughes was in the van, but he's kicking himself. Should have attacked the footy, Craney.
Yeah, I was just watching Gadecki and Delalo are just, they're just working at will, aren't they, along with Brian Hughes.
Great play by Adcock. Just read the situation brilliantly. He's got the big job on Hughes. So Rucks go at it again. Couple of double-up efforts. Well played by Cartilage. And the right foot banana kick wasn't bad, but here come the Panthers again. They're just relentless with their numbers. And Hedgeland. And they go to the hot spot. Oh. They've got the mark. Disciplined play. And it looks like Hughes. He's lining them up, Craney.
Yeah, I'm already writing this down because
he's confident.
Very confident here. Because that was a good grab. He had to outmark his teammate there, but he did that well. And Brian Hughes should, for all intents and purposes.
It's a Steve Kernahan special.
What'd you say about Suma?
It's about 6 rotations on that one, wasn't it? But it's straight. That's all that matters.
And that's all that needs to happen. And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Bunbury scoreboard, the Panthers are in complete control, and we'll go around the grounds thanks to Geograph Civil.
Second quarter in the Busselton-Donnybrook game. Busselton 5-4-34 lead Donnybrook 3-3-21.
Is that Busselton machine starting to crank it up, Charlie?
I think it might. They've kicked 3 goals to none in the quarter so far.
They are relentless when they get Busselton up and going.
Yeah.
Oh, looking at the ladder this morning, gents, 6 zip, and when you're sitting on 210.76, that's a pretty good start to the season.
Yeah. The thing about Busselton too, they just don't stop when they get in front. They just keep piling them on, which is a hard thing to do in footy. And it'll be interesting to see where Carey Park go from here as well.
So Kelly up against McKenzie. He wins the tap down towards Delalo, and the left foot is pretty good to full forward. Oh. Is it going to bounce all the way? No, Marshall comes in. It was Gadecki, in fact. Geez, they look similar.
They do. Eaton have got to watch this too, because they've got 2 blokes starting to the back of the square that are just running through. Because they got ruck dominance, the Panthers, they're hitting them on the fly.
No jumper numbers on the front of Carey Parks. No. Oh, what a mark.
Gee, he's been good, hasn't he?
Ewing. That was a great pack mark. Read it best. And Marshall along the line. They're looking the goods here. Eaton, Callahan. He's been important in this second quarter. Not much time left. It's red time. And red time goals are just so important.
Any goal would be important for Eaton at the moment.
Off hands.
But it'd be nice to get one before quarter time. They might just get that with Collard.
Collard shoots on goal. He's missed. He's kicked 6 this season, so...
Oh, he's a good player, is Carl Collard.
But when I looked up that at the start of today, when you've got midfielders or players that aren't generally in the forward 50 the whole time, and they're leading your goal kicking...
It's a bit of a worrying concern, isn't it?
It does say a lot, doesn't it? So, Mulholland has a bounce from the play-in, the kick-in. Still getting used to that. I had to kick it to myself back in the day. Too high, is it? No play on. Callahan getting involved again. Hand pass over the top. That was a clever little hand by Warren. The rabbit. And a spin move near the line. And it goes over.
Yeah, it's a bit different nowadays. You pull back, isn't it? You put it under your wing and you can carry it half the way up the track.
And that was Jack Delalo. He was trying to run away with it. He's been really good as well.
Geez, a lot of ticks on the Carey Park players.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look across. Ewing's definitely won his position, but I don't know how many others have. And that kick, great. Well done, Ross. He's found a teammate. And Eaton are going to line him up. Well, he'll have to kick from 45 metres. It's going to take a big kick. It's Kent.
Bailey Kent. I think his dad might be watching from up north somewhere, so let's get behind the young fella and put the one on the board for the Eaton Football Club.
He's wearing the Shane Warne, Michael Jordan number. I'm sure he's a fan. He's going to have to kick from the paint of 50. 45-degree angle. Wrong pocket for a right footer. He's going to go for the hot spot in the end, and that's a great mark taken by the Panthers' defence.
And off they go.
It's Bell, who receives the chip kick in the right fullback pocket. Has a bounce, runs his full measure. Then he's got a loose teammate in Jones, the vice-captain. So the skipper to the vice, and the kick inboard. Ewing.
Been outstanding, Ewing.
I reckon he's taken double-figure marks. Brilliant stuff. And Eaton can slingshot back in there.
Oh, that's a good
strong
grab.
mark by Collard.
The Ryder's on if he wants him.
Wins it and pumps it to Ryder. How'd you see it, Craney?
I seen that. It's the best bit of Gen X engineering teamwork Eaton have put together all day. And surely we'll get onto the Harvey Norman Electric scoreboard. They will get their first goal.
Geez, Collard, then he's built like the brick proverbial, isn't
But he took a good grab, wasn't he? I thought he was under pressure.
Just strength personified. Imagine him in a wrestling competition. I don't know if I'd be able to move him. Here we go. Ryder. He said, put this one in the book. Surely, easy goal. Left footers don't miss. And that's a very well needed sausage roll.
The comeback might have just started, Tim. That might be the kickstart. But that was a nice bit of Gen X engineering teamwork, wasn't it, by Eaton? That's her probably best for the day. Seen Carl Collard out on the line. He had to do a fair bit of work, did Collard. But then as soon as he got it, Ryder ducked in behind the play and took a pretty good grab and popped it through. What have we got? 24 seconds left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock for the quarter, so fitting finish.
Yeah, my junior coach, Rob Murray, used to always go on about red time and how important it was. And that just gives a little bit of a glimmer of hope. The door is ajar, even if it is just a little crack. And well done, the Panthers. They win a clearance again. And the kick towards Bo Clark. Good body work here by Eaton. And follow-up. Adcock. Ball! And the siren comes just in time, but he's going to have a shot for goal here.
Oh, that's optimistic.
Surely you got to get the raw Rito out. And yes.
Well, I've seen Malcolm Blight do it, and I've seen Michael Voss do it.
Well, he's going to have to kick from a similar spot, but he backed himself in immediately.
Yeah, let's
go.
go.
Yes, here we
He's
go.
doing it.
He's holding it for the torp. Bo Clark. And it's an anticlimax. I tell you what, you look
He's
it up in
kicked
the
at
dictionary.
6.4 metres, but that's all right. It is half-time here at Glen Ewan Oval, and a commanding lead to the Panthers. They are 11-10-76. They lead Eaton 1-2-8. And we'll be back after the break with the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. We are at Glen Ewan Oval this afternoon, and it is half-time. And the Panthers, they have a big, big lead. 11 goals, 10-76. They lead Eaton 1-2-8. Thanks to Gen X Engineering, precision, reliability and local expertise. Now, we need a big moment. Buckingham's the Butchers, inside the Bunbury Plaza. The big moment, I'm going to call it, was Jackson Bell in front of the Eaton clubhouse there. Kicked the goal that was pretty miraculous, boys.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough, not just for goal of the day, but goal of the year. That's going to be very tough to beat.
So that was our Buckingham the Butchers big moment. I'm going to be careful to not say it like Macca because... And I got one for Tim here. Now, Giovanetti Firewood, 15 kilo bags for only $15. Giovanetti Firewood in Picton. Who's hot at halftime?
Look, I'm going to share it around. I think Ewing has just been incredible. I reckon he's taken 12 marks, James Ewing. Sticky mitts. He's just like a fruit bat stuck up a mango tree at the moment. Just everywhere where he goes near the footy, they just stick.
Was that a Cam?
No, that's a Rex Hunt, mate.
That's a Rex, okay.
But, yeah, look, I reckon he's been hot.
So, Charlie, who have you got running hot for Giovanetti Firewood? $15 is pretty cheap, isn't it?
That is.
I think Jack
Good wood too.
For Carey Park, Jack DeLillo was, for me, I've actually put him down for best on ground so far in this game. I think he's up there for sure.
This is a Hollow Beach Bar halftime chat. What's your Buckingham the Butchers big moment, Charlie?
It's a toss-up between the Kadecki goal and Jackson Bell's goal. Just to be different, I'll go Connor Kadecki's goal on the run, just pots it straight through.
Or it could be the start of the Eaton comeback.
It could be the goal
just before half-time.
Yeah, as well.
Both sides back out onto the field. Umpires back out onto the field. What do Eaton need to do, Tim? How to arrest this slide?
They need to get the ball out of the middle to start with. I think clearance ball, they're just getting absolutely crucified. So it starts with Mackenzie. He looks like he's going to be heading in there. Against Greenwell, I think for him, he's just got to impact the body of Greenwell. Even if he doesn't win the tap, he's got to affect the clearance ball itself. And I think as a ruck, sometimes you've just got to go the body. Not illegally, but just get into him and just jump into him. if you can, and then like you said before, maybe playing off the Panthers a little bit and trying to hit the contest a bit more coordination in the guts. And then up forward, they need just space, don't they, around their key forwards. But I suppose it's been the big question mark in the pre-match for me as well. Where are their goals coming from for Eaton? With Cox out of the side, you know, it's going to be left to their mids primarily so far this season. But can someone bob up?
Well, we're about to find out. It's a long way back, isn't it? And on the flip side of that, I mean, Carey Park, percentage is going to play a big part in this season's. And this is a chance. I'm not taking anything away from Eaton, but this is a chance you can really put your foot on it. It is very hard, though, to keep your momentum up, but I think the Carey Park players would be enjoying this. Could we get a quick around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil, Charlie?
So half-time in Bustleton. Bustleton 5-6-36 lead. Donnybrook 4-3-27.
Beautiful day for football in downtown Eaton. Umpire holds the ball aloft. This is SEN Spirit and Tim Lees.
So Josh Kelly for the Panthers. Good tap, front left, wins it. Trying to barge his way through like a walrus at a pool party then, but he couldn't get free of the tackle. That looked like Gadecki. So Kelly and McKenzie. McKenzie does brilliantly, wins the clearance, hacks it towards centre half forward, 2-on-2 contest. The Panthers go the punch. Bell left it behind, lays the second effort tackle. Little hand pass out to the Panthers. It was Fazy. And another tackle on Eaton there. So we've got a stalemate.
Thanks to Go West Tours. Both coaches would have been in the ears of their players on that half-time break.
McKenzie won the tap, but the Panthers, like you called, Craney, they just hit that contest brilliantly. Mead, he's got it, and that's exactly what you were talking about before. And the left foot, trace a bullet.
Beauty.
To Hughes, he's got it. Playing on, went the wrong way initially, and then ducks onto the left. Oh, that is clever. Jones keeps it in, drops an easy chest mark. It was close to the line, though. And it looked like he deliberately tapped it back in, didn't he?
It's something you learn very early. If you've got both feet, you can use both feet. The game becomes a lot easier, and used it exactly that.
Clearance ball here. Jones goes to ground. Bit of an Academy Award. Umpire says play on. Here's Russell. Feeds the hand pass back. Goes in again. Still an opportunity here. Just thrown forward was Russell. Here's Stem. Hand pass out. And they can clear Eaton, but not for long. Bumped as he kicked and it's out of bounds. On the full.
Thanks to SKG. Get your scans at SKG.
Mulholland, inside 50, long kick towards Hughes. Ewing stayed down, gave the hand pass off. Well worked out here by Eaton, but this kick is a turnover. Mead comes through. Tries to brush the tackle but can't, and it goes over the line.
He's been under siege down there, but you're right, our best Western All Pest Services best defender, Ewing, is putting his hand up. He's been superb under pressure for Eaton.
So Kelly in the ruck for Panthers again, and McKenzie. McKenzie went early. Kelly wins the tap. Callahan, ringer, Rosie, and we'll have another ball up. So Kelly and McKenzie. McKenzie wins this one. Well done. Collard beats one. Tries to give the don't argue to Kelly. There was plenty of discussion. And the long kick in. Reed takes a great mark.
That's our Bunbury Mower Service contender for tackle of the game too. Collard very strong and very around the core. And Kelly managed to hold him up. And not only did that, stripped him of the footy and a good pass in to Reed.
Bit of duck Carey about that floating chest mark by Tanner Reed.
Well, you're bringing out some good names, Timmy.
Oh, used to love seeing those flying chest marks.
That's a
that
pretty good
kick
goal
is
too.
Brilliant. Straight through. And the first goal of the premiership quarter goes to Carey Park.
Yeah, WA Supermarket contender for goal of the day too. Although he's got a fair bit to live up to. But it was nice. It was sat back. I love seeing players just rock back and kick a drop punt.
So Gadecki coming off the ground for a breather.
Probably got his boots worn out, changing his boots. He's got that much of the footy this afternoon.
And Hedgeland comes on.
So the Panthers carry on where they left off.
So it looks like they're using Mitchell Russell as a bit of a burst through the guts here in this third quarter. As Kelly won the tap down. McKenzie, though, Did well, providing an opportunity for a teammate. But well done, Russell, for the Panthers. Got a little hand in. Good pressure act. Oh, he had his head taken off. Jones did. And that's poor discipline.
Rory Old got a bit sick of what was happening and give away the kick.
I think it was Farmer or Old in the end, but a bit of a brain fade as the kick comes in now. And well done, Stem. Got it.
Oh, sorry, it might have been Farmer. You're right there, Timmy.
Yeah, and then Hart comes through, lays a bump as well. And he's given the free kick away. Trying to get a bit physical there, Basil. So Eaton, get it to Ewing. How many do you reckon he's had, Craney?
Oh, he's been sensational.
Aitken.
Under pressure too, because the ball's been coming in at a rate of knots.
Aitken sat under it, played on, kicks long in towards full forward. Pickett gave it off, and the hand pass comes to Collard. Gives a stiff arm like a Roman shield and bangs it home.
Beautifully done by the Eaton side. Look, you can't take anything away from their endeavour. They are under the pump, they're undermanned, they're undersized, but they continue to go on. That was a terrific handball over that allowed Collard to come into the game.
Oh, how's this for a don't argue?
Yeah, it was. And Collard tried it once and got caught over the back. Who gave that handball away? I don't know whether you've seen that. But that
it was the number 23.
Bailey Kent, I think that was.
It was Bailey.
And superb to bring the players in. And a nice finish up. 12-10-82 the Panthers, 2-2-14 to Eaton.
So Collard, the tractor. Good luck trying to catch him in a tackle. So Kelly up against Mackenzie again. Kelly wins the decisive tap down to Jones. The vice captain sells a bit of candy. The shop's open, baby. In towards the middle of the ground. They've turned it over though. Here's Mackenzie off the side of the boot. And it's going to dribble towards centre half forward. Bo Clark comes at the footy. And the kick by Collard. Oh, I didn't have the footy. Surely Marshall's got it. And 50 metres.
It has to be.
We spoke about this young bloke, didn't we, for a skill higher rising star. And that's Taj Marshall. He's spent a lot of time on the ground trying to get towards the goal.
I don't know about that one. I reckon he's milked it beautifully then, Marshall. Went down very quickly. But read the situation perfectly, and there's no need for it, is there? So poor discipline provides the opportunity. And Eaton, get on the board. Marshall kicks the goal.
Yeah, nice little finish by Marshall. He's been good all day. He works hard. Not much of him. He's only a young kid coming up through the ranks, but he's been on this wing for the majority of it, and a nice finish. And Eaton, well, they're starting to claw their way back in, Tim.
Yeah, it's exactly what the contest needed. Breathes a bit of life into it.
Well, it's good for Eaton. You know, it's easy to roll over and go, oh, that's enough of that for this afternoon, but they continue to carry on.
And just about that ladder conversation, Donnybrook is the team sitting above Carey Park. They've got a huge percentage at the moment, Donnybrook, but they're 4 points ahead. So Donnybrook drops that. This win for Carey Park and whatever percentage they get's important, because just above that, Augusta Margaret River, they're on 2 games ahead, but it's such an important win for them. He comes through.
Did everything right then, Heath
Ryder. Well, the clearance goes to the Panthers. Long kick towards full forward. It was Hart. Sean version. Chopping in nicely here. It was Bill Brown. Can't pick the footy up. And straight in the back there. Looks like Marshall's got the free kick. Got his head over at Craney. That's what you got to do.
Well, that's what you want from young players.
So it looks like Callahan loose short. He ignores that. Goes long and strong. Aitken. Ball at ground level. Outstanding by Russell to Ding Dong Bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Inside 50 to full forward. Reed.
You were waiting for it, weren't you, Charlie? Ring-a-ding-ding.
Love it.
So Tanner Reid, he'll have the shot for goal from 40 metres out, Craney.
Peak performance there by Belly for Solard Southwest. He's been good, hasn't he, Jackson Bell, all day.
So Tanner Reid, he had the poker face last time he kicked a goal. No reaction really at all. And that one is a miss. And just seemed to kind of lean back, didn't he, when he made contact. Nose over toes.
Nose over toes, coming from a full forward. And it's a beautiful day for footy here at Glen Ewan, isn't it? Nice sunshine day.
Shout out to my coaching mentor, Kev O'Sullivan, for Auskick. That was the thing he
Oh,
told
Auskick.
me. Yeah, he told me to say to the kids, nose over toes.
I thought he was teaching you Auskick.
Log kick towards. Ewing's tried to take his... well, he'd be in the double figures mark, but it's beaten him over the line.
Ewing just about went and had a drink with the 2006 Premiership reunion in there.
So Depiazzi, he's the one who gave away the 50 just moments before. So he'd be pretty keen to make amends. Long kick inside 50. Big pack of players. Ewing's there. It comes off hands. Spin move, tackle. And well played. Looks like Delallo in there. And I reckon he's laid a fair few of them today as well. So Jack Delallo. Kadecki's back on the ground as well. Well done, Reed. Left paw down in front. McKenzie with flair. Beat 2 or 3 of them. Gave the hand pass to Stem, to Callahan.
Oh, where's that going?
Over the top. Well done, Kent, but it went straight to Bell.
You can do it, Charlie. Ring-a-ding.
Ring-a-ding.
As Jones, his kick to Mulholland. Brilliant vision. And the defenders are licking their chops, Craig.
They are loving it, aren't they, the defenders? And there's nothing like wandering up. Mulholland, of course. It's
he just gives it straight. Yeah, Babe Ruth, I'm kicking this.
Yeah. I thought he just checked the wind with a bit of grass there too.
No, I think
bit
he's
of Matthew Lloyd, but he's just saying, I'm going straight for goal.
Don't bother leading,
and so
boys.
he do it. He's a big kick of the footy.
So Jamal Mulholland. He'll have the forwards in his ear. If he doesn't kick truly, Basil Hart. He's come down with a nosebleed.
Do we get a point for that? Can we give him a peak performance from Solar Southwest or something for the leap? Better let everyone know what it was. He got nowhere near.
There's a lot of airtime there.
No one near the footy, but
it was like an out of control helicopter.
This man
Ewing, another great mark.
Western All Pest Services best defender.
And the kick. Oh, geez, that hurts.
Oh, yep.
At the back of the play here, and he's copped one to the head. I reckon.
Although, having said that, I reckon Jackson Bell and Mulholland would be well and truly up for that award too. That was good by young Kent there. He got up, he got a bit of a whack to the scone.
Don't like seeing that, Kent. He's up and about here. Collard, he's got the B.A. Baracus haircut. Pity the fool. And into Pickett.
That's a good kick. Make
Great
the bloke
kick.
run onto it. It's just got to sit.
Your beauty, cartilage, in towards Aitken. Oh, great mark. It is Aitken. He's taken it. And he'll line him up, Craney, from about 40 metres slide angle.
Gee, they've found a bit here, Eaton, haven't they? We're looking for a best on ground to Battery World, Bunbury and Busselton. Free battery fitting for Timmy's boat.
Yes. Geez, it's a nice afternoon to be out in the water, isn't it?
Been catching anything though, Timmy?
Yeah, only a cold so far. So here we go. Aitken for goal. Spends a fair bit of his time in the defence, and it is a defender's kick.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour, MGIB is there.
Mulholland's got Kelly off the chain. A bit loose here, Eaton. Could hurt them. Gives it in towards Greenwell. And Bo Clark fed it to a teammate, and they get it along the line. Drop what he should have taken then, Reed. And Ewing, another possession. Well done, Bo Clark, smothered it.
Get a couple of possessions.
Did well then, Ewing, and got it towards Stem. He takes the mark, centre wing, outer side of the ground. Gets past Greenwell, then kicks it towards Collard. Well done, Baker. Read it best, and got it to a teammate, and Mulholland. He's really set them up, Craney, hasn't he, from down there?
Yeah, he's brilliant. And look, he's been known to ruck. He can do anything as Jamal Mulholland.
So Depiazzi got it to Gardner, and then towards centre forward, Reed. Outstanding defence here. Just didn't want it, the forwards. And the kick comes into the mid corridor. They've got a loose number in Marshall. Oh, a bit of cramp. It's going to be a long day at the office if you're cramping halfway through the third quarter.
11 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Bar and Clock. It is a long day if you've got a bit of cramp already. There goes Ewing.
Adcock to Ewing. Good dash from him. And the kick towards centre forward. Punched away Bo Clark for the Panthers. But well done, Callahan. Up and under ball. Collard got his opponent out of the way.
Clever.
Brilliant hand pass to McKenzie. Can he pick the footy up? Coming in is Mel Holland. He wraps him up.
Gee, I thought Collard had done enough to take the mark then, but he didn't, and he's seen forward runner Eaton got the handball through, but it just didn't sit.
So left full forward pocket for Eaton. Gardner throws it on the boot. Pitching wedge. Ewing's there. Gets it again. Brushes off a tackler. Gives it inboard to Stem. He claims it. There's still 60 from goal here. They've got to not fumble it. And a coat hanger. Oh, don't be silly here. So it was Hedgeland who copped him high. Aitken. He's been important in this last 10 minutes, and the kick comes in. Greenwell, the Rock of Gibraltar, takes it at centre half back. Then he's got Mulholland off the chain, kicks long now. Kelly takes it, and he's got the run of DeLello. Jack DeLello for goal. It could bounce through. No, pitches for Reed. He gets tackled.
Oh, that's a very, very good tackle.
Lockie Adcock, brilliant, and he gets the holding the ball, Craney.
Bunbury Mower service tackle too. Whack that down, Charlie. Because for all intents and purposes, Carey Park, we're going to put that through.
Geez, if he got the right bounce then, DeLello, I thought it was just going to dribble all the way through, and Reed was just able to shepherd it through, but great defence. Pickett, long kick towards centre wing. Bell's loose here. Mulholland gives it and gives it back. The 1-2's on. And here's Bill Brown. We're in the Nat 5 ponytail. And a bit of roly-poly in the middle. 9.5 from the Croatian judge.
9.5, nice.
Jamal Mulholland. What a game he's played from the half-back line. And here goes Greenwell. Gets the tap down in front. Kadecki's there. And great technique then by the Panthers player. You've got to lead with the backside. And I saw Rory Sloane talking about this during the week, about players not going in head first.
Just turn
your body. So seeing that in action there. Greenwell, superb.
Done.
Kick for goal by Hughes. Into the pocket, Hart. And Basil Hart takes a good mark. And Craney deep in the right full forward pocket.
That was superb out of that stoppage there. They just hit the ball 100 mile an hour, and a pretty handy mark down the corner too for our CPR outdoor centre mark of the day. I think Charlie give that one a little tick.
Yep.
We might get a geograph civil around the grounds after this goal, Charlie.
Yep.
Or after this score.
So the live wire, Basil Hart. I'm picking up Faulty Tower vibes, and it's off the side of the boot through for a minor score.
Manuel was just up to service some drinks, but
I was hoping you were going to roll with it, Craney.
So around the grounds, thanks to Geograph Civil, Bustleton 6-6-42 lead Donnybrook 4-3-27.
well, game on.
So here go Eaton. The brown and gold kick it in. They've got 2-on-1 here. The numbers with them. O'Dine kicks towards centre wing. Off hands. Payne. He's trying to inflict pain at the moment.
Ring-a-ding-ding, Charlie.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
He just racks up getting the footy, does Jackson Bell.
So Bell goes backwards here, and they haven't been afraid of doing this. So they prefer to just maintain possession of the football, and this switch of the ground is going to enable the fat side to be entered. And the kick is sharked beautifully over there. Well done, Old. Guides it into full forward. Geez, it looked all right, but chopping in nicely the Panthers' defence.
That's Baker, I think, isn't it?
It is Baker.
Very good footballer. Played a lot of nutrient eggs early, a few years ago.
He's on the money, is Craney. And the long kick towards Gardner territory, off hands. And he was quite electric in that second quarter, Gardner. Wasn't he, Craney?
His hands were very good, as you said, very sticky. But he also put himself in good position to take grabs.
I like this move of Aitken around the footy, the stoppage ball. He's been pretty important. So I think they'd be pretty happy with this quarter. They've outscored the opposition, Eaton. Gardner takes it out of the ruck, just gets rid of it. Bit of check with Charlie that I've got that right. Hedgeland along the line. It bounces and goes out of bounds. So I think that's an Eaton ball. It was Hodgson. He'll go back, bring it in towards Aitken. And the left foot chip kick towards Stem. It's Dicey, but he gets the free kick. A bit lucky. Ewing, advantage paid. What a mark.
That's a good grab. Hands out front.
Nathan Penn plays on and gets dumped. Just gets rid of it. I don't know if he actually got a hand pass away in the end. Got away with one. Gadecki was being harassed. Little hand pass by Jones. And they've got numbers here, the Panthers. They'll work it out and they bang it to centre half forward. But there's no one at home. Or is there?
There is. He come from nowhere, didn't he?
Just wanted it more. And the kick in. Side 50, it looks like Bo Clark. He's got it. And he's going to line up the big sticks, Craney.
Yeah, the Eaton defenders sat back and waited the ball to come to them. You said, I'm having none of that. Just walked in, pinched it, and set up Clark.
He might be heading to CPR, Outdoor Centre, for the mark of the year. I don't think that's mark of the year.
No, we've seen some absolute beauties throughout this season so far. One on this very ground, Marlon Pickett took.
There's not many chess marks that win it, season to season. Bo Clark kicks a goal. And the Panthers, well, I think it's their second for the quarter. So that might have just nudged their nose in front for the quarter, but it's been a much improved Eaton.
I think our Go West Tours coach, Scotty Tyne, will be having a bit of a word to his defenders to attack the footy. They sat and waited for something to happen, and unfortunately in this level of footy, if you do that, it's going to pass you by, and Brian Hughes did exactly that.
As I see Gadecki with a jumper number on the front of his Guernsey, he looks like the only one that's got it for the Panthers. Not much goes past my eye.
They should be uniformed.
They should. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, first world problems. Jones taps it to himself. Brilliant. Then in towards full forward, but guess who? James Ewing again. That's got to be up around 15 marks, I reckon. He's a ball magnet today. And the kick towards left half back is pretty good. Just taking their time here, Eaton. Aitken. Oh, had to be perfect. Inches wise, and it was to Kent. So Bailey Kent, a bit indecisive, now goes lateral again. To right half back, and Aitken's got it back now. He's getting a few touches in this quarter to Callahan. They're only not really out of trouble, are they, Craney?
No, they're sort of chipping their way through.
Oh, there's Penn again. He's been leading hard at the footy. It's exactly what Eaton have needed. So Penn doesn't play on this time. Kicks long inside 50. Mulholland bashes it away from O'Dine. Stoppage, clearance. Well, clearance ball still here, and
you mentioned leading hard at the footy, Tim. That's what we were talking about before. When you lead towards the ball carrier, it gives him an option. To stand there and just wave your hands above your head and kick it long isn't going to work when you're a foot shorter than everyone.
Greenwell's kick towards centre wing. Jones dropped it. Aitken gets it along to McKenzie. Tyron McKenzie Rowe. And calling for holding the ball. Centre wing, slightly forward of it.
He did that well, McKenzie. He just rolled that back under the Carey Park player to create a stoppage.
And just the pressure from Eaton. It's just produced a couple of rare fumbles, hasn't it, from the Panthers? That's what they've got to do. Mead wins the clearance ball. Left foot kick pretty good towards Bo
That's
Clark.
a clever kick too.
Sorry, it was Depiazzi. And here goes Hughes. He eats
Boom.
these for breakfast. And he kicks a goal.
That would be number 4, I think, Charlie.
Yeah, that's 4 goals.
To use, and he's having an absolute birthday out here this afternoon. Glenn Ewan put some candles on the cake, I think, Tim, because he's enjoying it immensely. Don't mind a bit of birthday cake.
Yeah. Do you reckon Hughes is going to lick the spoon tonight? I reckon he will.
Only if it's ice cream cake.
Now, a bag used to be 6 goals in my book. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he's filling the bag up.
Filling the bag up.
And as a forward, if you don't kick 4 goals, you feel like you fail. So I reckon for Hughes, you get that 4 in the bank. You can just pin the ears back for the rest of the game now.
And it's just his flair when he's hit the ball. And when he's got the ball out through the midfield, he's used it exceptionally well.
I've really liked Mead's game as well, the number 26. He's been dynamite around the footy, but here we go. Eaton win a rare centre clearance, but they've coughed it up. Ding-dong bell. Gives the hand pass off. And good clearance by Jack DeLallo. And I think Basil's given away the free kick. He's like a cheeky cub, isn't he? Just a little bit too keen. And goes sideways here. Joshua Warren. I dubbed him the rabbit earlier. So Aitken. No, it's Callahan. His kick towards Ewing. Second bite of the cherry. Like a puppeteer. He's got it on a string. Kicks it in towards Collard. Goff hands. Had a good look at it. Ross is there. But numbers with the Panthers. Bit of a two-step. Oh, clever. Well played there.
Oh, that's nearly a throw, isn't it? I reckon it is. Yeah, no, that was. Mitch Russell just grabbed it in his hands and it got stuck a little bit.
Look at Collard sneaking off out the back here, Craney. It's amazing how quickly forwards move when there's a free kick up the ground. So there's the siren, and we could be treated to another torpedo. How good is this, Craney?
Young Taj Marshall's going to have a crack.
He did not even think twice. He's like, yep. What do you reckon? Is he going to turn it on its side? Yes.
Got to have a crack.
Come on.
Let's see what he can do. The last one was a shocker. Marshall. And that's not much better. Barry Crocker. And it goes over the line.
It is three-quarter time here at Glen Ewan Oval. And the Panthers 14-12-96. They lead Eaton 3-3-21. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the final quarter action. They lead 14 goals, 12-96 to Eaton 3-3-21. Although Eaton upped the pressure a little bit in that quarter, gents. They kicked a couple of goals and a credit to them. That would have been easy for them to say this is all too hard and roll up the sleeves a bit, but they didn't. They rolled up the sleeves and they got into it.
Yeah, it was very impressive, and you know, you can see that this club's got a lot of heart about them because that performance in that quarter, I know the last goal just nudged Carey Parks in front. They almost won the quarter. So I think from a coaching perspective, you'd have to be pretty happy. And I was just saying to Charlie off air, huddle watch. You know, sometimes you can see really raggedy huddles and it sort of tells you a lot, but they are right in there nice and tight, Eaton. So they'd be looking to finish strong here.
Charlie, can we get around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil? A very important game going up at Beauville Bay in Bustleton.
So down in Bustleton, I'm just refreshing it. It is Bustleton 6-6-42, leading Donnybrook 4-3-27 at three-quarter time. So pretty low scoring down there.
Who'd you pick, Charlie?
Bustleton. I think everyone else has, I believe.
Except for...
Blair, wasn't it?
Blair, the leader of the tipping competition, has gone Donnybrook. So it'll be interesting to see how we go.
Cool.
Well, can Eaton continue to work their way back? I mean, they won't win the game of footy unless you're going to be a very optimistic sort of Eaton supporter. But to keep... Well, they want to try and outscore Carey Park. And on the flip side, Carey Park want to get as many in the bag as they can.
Yeah, I think first goal here is really important, isn't it? I mean, any goal is, but it can just really set the Panthers flying. Or for Eaton, can they set their sights on winning this quarter? I reckon it's certainly been discussed.
Umpire holds the ball aloft. This is SEN Spirit, and Tim Lees will take it away.
Ezekiel McKenzie up against Greenwell. Well done, McKenzie. Won the tap down in front and follows up with the second effort. His hand pass blocked by Mead. Well done, Mead. Feeds it backwards. And they've got numbers through the guts. Kadeki, the left footer, kicks it towards centre half forward. And got punched away from Bo Clark. Numbers through Gardner. Gives it into Greenwell, who's followed up. Chip kick over the top. Ewing. He's got to be close to 20 marks.
It's going to be very tough, isn't it, to get our best defender.
So Ewing goes into the corridor. It's got to be precise when you do that. And that was on the money. So Ryder, he kicks it out towards the running cartilage. Good play here by Eaton. Looking to get their first inside 50. Good collect here by Penn. Up and under ball. And gets punched away from Stem. And a bit of a dump tackle. Looks like it's going to come back. And Penn... He's given a few.
Yeah, Jackson Bell will be the recipient of the kick.
So Ding Dong's got it. And no, it's coming back to Baker.
Oh.
So maybe one we missed there, Craney.
No, I think it might have been paid down the ground.
So Greenwell dropped the mark. Good pressure by McKenzie. And Stem kicks it in towards full forward. Just leading to the ball, the Panthers defender. O'Dine. And it's left for Russell, Mitchell Russell.
Oh.
Just pumps it along the line. Shocking bounce for Eaton. Good for Mead and the Panthers. Into the middle. And Sean Hart's got it. He's pretty electric. Sells some lollies. And then towards full forward, Reed. Controls it with the right paw. Ball still at ground level. Now he picks it up. But he's gang tackled. And Joshua Warren makes sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Thanks to SKG. Get your scans at SKG
So
for your
ball up.
support this afternoon.
Left half forward. Gardner gets it down. Jones.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
Snap on goal. But Ewing, brilliant, comes through. And the flying Golden Fist nomination. It goes over the line, Craney, right next to the point post.
It does at that. And we're looking at a peak performance for Solar Heart Southwest. And Ewing's right up there too, I reckon. Under siege, the Eaton defender.
Picking up doormat vibes as well with his do. As offhands Bartlett, geez, he was a good player.
You're laying off some good names this afternoon, Timmy.
I reckon I grew up in the golden era. Geez, I would have loved to have seen the 80s a bit more, though.
Charlie's going, who are you guys talking about?
So here we go. Looks like Reed's going to take the ruck duties as a forward. That's what you got to do. Let your rucks build the wall.
Oh, well done, young Heath Ryder.
Well done, Ryder. Evades traffic, gives it to Stem, and the up and under ball towards centre wing.
There's a go.
Good body work, and Warren
Oh, I didn't see it.
just left it behind, and Gardner cops him high. That's a free kick every day of the week and year, including Good Friday. So Callahan being the enforcer there, and he's a little bit groggy. How'd you see it, Craney?
He copped it pretty heavy there, did the young fella. The ball just wouldn't sit. If it had sat, he was away. And it just wouldn't quite sit up for him. But he's up on his feet. That's a good sign, or sort of.
Geez, you hear those footsteps coming as well, though, don't you?
Oh, without a doubt.
So it just provides a little bit of extra pressure for these players to deal with.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB was there. MGIB, so fantastic supporters of football in the southwest.
So Aitken's got the mark. And he's measured pass in towards Ross. Russell's got it. But he was already over the line. So boundary throw in. And it's inside the Eaton forward 50.
And the young man's just coming off for a bit of a breather. That is Josh Warren. And I'll explain to Charlie why you called him Rabbit shortly.
So Greenwell was going in the ruck. And looks like a bit of pushing and shoving here. Baker, he's definitely getting under the skin.
There's a bit of spirit still in it, even though there's a, 10-goal gap.
He's buzzing around in that back line, isn't he, Baker? Like a mozzie stuck in a swag. And well done, Ross. He took it out of the ruck and then lost it. And left it for Callahan, it looks like. Plays on quickly. He's got a loose player. Smart play, and McKenzie will line him up.
He's worked pretty hard, isn't he, McKenzie? I mean, he's been undersized in that ruck, but worked hard.
I think repeat efforts is something that comes to mind with him.
I think you're right. There was a little bit of, just out there, he kept working. The handball got smothered, but he kept on running after it.
And just on that chase as well, or the half chase, another pressure act. Perceived pressure. It's part of it. What a kick by McKenzie.
That'll do.
He's kicked a goal. Outstanding. And maybe the door slightly opens.
Well, we're going to, because we're very optimistic sitting up here, and a nice bit of Gen X engineering teamwork resulted in McKenzie. As we said, he worked hard, bit of undersized in that ruck duel. Done it pretty much all day himself for Eaton, and a terrific finish by the young man. We might go around the ground, thanks to Geograph Civil.
Down in Bustleton, Bustleton 8-7-55, lead Donnybrook 4-10-34.
It's around the grounds, thanks to Charlie and Geograph Civil.
Geez, 4-10.
That's it, yeah.
They'll be kicking themselves, Donnybrook.
Yeah.
Bit of a peak performance for Solar Heart Southwest. they'll need that to get back in that game, I think, Donnybrook.
Just highlights why you need to hear a footy score with goals and points. I don't want a total score.
Yep.
Jones, hand passes backwards to Bell. Goes one way, then the other. Clever work. Gets slung as he kicked. But Ewing, another mark. Gives it off to Ryder. Can they kick 2 in a row here, the Eaton?
Oh, clever kick.
Well done, Stem. But he needs some help. Here comes Ryder. Got a shocking bounce. Marshall gets his way through. Gives it to the exciting Pickett. Inside 50. And he's kicked it straight to Mackenzie. Luck's a fortune, Craney.
Well, yeah, you've got to be in the right spot at the right time and create a bit of opportunity. Go back and kick the goal, son.
Oh, had a loose player. O'Dine. And in the end, O'Dine said, nope. Go back and bang it through. And the thud of leather on boot was incredible from Mackenzie to kick 2 in a row for his side. It's off to the right-hand side.
Maybe in hindsight he should have handballed it.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Hindsight is.
Yeah, well, Collard was sniffing for a goal as well. So the long kick by the Panthers here. Oh, Baker. Strong mark.
Good player.
Pretty much uncontested in the end, and that's 50 metres against Callaghan. And I think it's one of those ones when you don't hear the umpire, so you don't move, all of a sudden they get cranky, don't they? Play on quickly, and Baker kicks it in to Hart. Sean Hart, 40 metres out, directly in front, and he can kick this in his sleep.
He had way too much space, didn't he, Sean Hart? Then Baker's kick wasn't his best pass, but it floated and bubbled and dobbled across the track, and Hart just had a mountain of time to take the chest mark and go back for a shot at goal.
His team needs this. From directly in front to snuff out a very unlikely comeback. Hart for goal. Never in doubt. That's classy from him. And the Panthers, I think they've just snuffed that little flame out, Craney.
Yeah, the flame wasn't really flickering, but we'll go with that. It was a little spark. Thanks to Go West Tours, to your support this afternoon for our coaching. What do you call that? The coaching, whatever we're going to call it.
The Go West Tours.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. And the Panthers, well, they carry on 14 goals, 12. It's interesting, isn't it? Eaton have put a fair bit of work in. Panthers, far too classy.
So Basil Hart comes on for Sean Hart. That's one live wire for another. It's pretty handy when you've got similar players like that. You can rotate them in position. Mackenzie, great follow-up effort. Jones grabbed hold of him. He went down like a sack of potatoes. Aitken, chip kicks to centre, forward off hands. Stem, drops one. Mulholland, that's ball.
Well, that's a Bunbury Mower service tackle too. Charlie just put that one down because that was good. Mulholland was off to the races.
And O'Dine was letting him know afterwards too. And here we go. Stem plays on. Bangs it to the top of the square. Callaghan had a good look at it. Ball hits ground level. Follow up from him. He's elite. He's hit the post.
Oh, he was going to have a little bit of a crack at our WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day, but hit the post. He's done a fair bit of hard work in the middle of that pack, did Callaghan?
He did. I think he was pretty keen to redeem himself for giving the 50 away. It was costly, wasn't it? Mead takes the mark deep in the left full back pocket to Ewing.
Mark number 403 today, I reckon.
He sent it like a beach ball today and gets it into Aitken. And Aitken delivers lace out. Eaton shooting for goal. And it looks like the big fella O'Dine.
Charlie, does Ewing get a nomination for our CPA Outdoor Centre Mark of the Day just through pure volume?
Tell you what, it's probably at least 10 times he's been nominated for Mark of the Day.
So can he help himself here?
Oh, nice finish.
O'Dine kicks the goal and gives us the celebration of money notes in the air. Bit of hip-hop about that.
We're looking for our best on ground today too, so keep an eye on that one for Bunbury World. Bunbury and Bustleton Battery World.
Yeah, well,
free battery fitting for that one.
It's tricky, isn't it? With Delello not spending as much time on ball, it opens it right up. He's in there now, but he has been a little bit quieter, hasn't he?
Yeah, the Frankie Italiano, the coach, it probably just resting his two of his players. They have had quite a few injuries the Panthers, so he'd probably be doing a bit of man management.
Sounds like that's what you'd be doing, Craney, as coach.
I'd just be keeping an eye on the situation.
It makes sense, doesn't it? You don't want to be copping injuries in the
But you also want to be keeping that scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, exactly. Because you never know. If you catch Augusta Margaret River Hawks in a couple of weeks, the percentage is going to be important. Farmer looked like he went into the back of the Panther, but umpire having nothing of it. So another ball
I'll
up.
get Charlie to tell us how many goals the Panthers have scored after half-time.
McKenzie taps down in front to Mead, to Bell, and the up and under ball to centre wing. They're outnumbered. Hedgeland goes there. But here comes the cavalry. Max DeLallo helping out. And Bo Clark. And they can go inside 50. Chip kick over the top. Here comes Cartilage, and he sees it over the line.
Well,
so boundary throw in deep in the pocket.
To answer your question, it's 4 goals apiece since half-time from both teams.
Ooh.
So it's been pretty even since half-time.
Yeah, which is feather and cap to Eaton.
That's certainly, again, that's what you'd be
12
saying.
minutes left in the game thanks to Hollow Beach Bar. What was that? What would
Ultra positive, mate. I like
Oh,
it.
have to be ultra positive.
In the post-match, that's exactly what you've got to be highlighting. Basil Hart for goal. No, he's missed. He had a bit more time than he thought, Craney.
Oh, I thought he'd actually got that from here. There you go. He did at that.
Yeah, I think it was just too close in the end. He tried to do a maverick. Don't think, just do. As the kick goes to Gardner.
I've been impressed with this young bloke.
He has been good. Very rangy.
Just knows where to go to get the footy.
From the launch pad to the hot spot. Hughes!
Oh,
Takes a great mark.
no, they haven't paid it.
I reckon the rule is the ball's got to stop. And that looked like it stopped to me.
I thought it stopped between his knees there at
Yeah.
one stage.
Caught it with his knees.
That counts, doesn't it? McKenzie gives it to Farmer.
Does in
They've
cricket.
stolen it. And Bo Clark's got it. 60 out. Inboard. Oh! Cops one high, and that's a free kick, I think. How'd you see it, Craney?
Yeah, good call by the umpires. Haven't done a bad job today, the umpires. So
Depiazzi's got it. You done a
big
bit of
shout
umpire?
out to Richie and all the crew up at the Hollow Beach Bar, watching it on the big screen.
Geez, that would be humming at the moment.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot to go and have a bit of a beverage and a nice bite to eat.
So Bo Depiazzi. Will kick from 50 metres, 45-degree angle. He's hooked it. And Ewing just trying to sneak in for another mark.
He just wanted to find that little bit extra distance there.
So it looks like Kent to bring the footy back in. It's good to see he's recovered from that head knock. Stabs it into Marshall. He's got Cartilage short. Ignores that option.
Oh, this is going to be dangerous.
Oh, he's looking for Barrett, and it's going to beat him over the line. So boundary throw in deep in the right full forward pocket for Carey Park. So it looks like Greenwell in the ruck for the Panthers. And Cartilage chopping in. Double-hander in front. Well done to Kadecki, but he's wrapped up by Barrett.
We'll get another around-the-ground score thanks to Geograph Civil shortly. Charlie, we'll keep an eye on that one.
So they look dangerous here, the Panthers. Greenwell tap down in front. Dump tackle on Hedgeland.
So around the grounds, Bustleton 10-7-67 lead Donnybrook 5-11-41 in the fourth quarter.
So ruck tap here. Cartilage up against Greenwell again. Ryder cops one high. He's got the free kick. He's got a couple of loose ones along the line. Ignores those options. He wants to go inboard. Use that fat side. Now he plays on. Oh, clever. Goes inboard. Finds Stem. Geez, I thought that was 15. Umpire called him to play on, but they've controlled it well to Collard. The B.A. Baracus kicks it into Pickett. Off hands. Can he collect? In comes Russell. Good pressure by him. Pickett tackled him without it. Play on, says the umpire. Would have been assault if it happened in public.
Gee, Heath Ryder, back in the league side, he's still got plenty of that skill.
And look at Russell. He's still going, what do I got to do? Arms are up in the air. There's the tap down by Ross. Well done, Callahan. To Penn. They go to full forward. But it's 2-on-1 down there. In comes Collard. O'Dine, good pressure. And they force it over the line. So deep in the right full forward pocket here for Eaton. Time ticking away. Under 8.5 minutes.
That's on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
So this could be a very important goal for them. Charlie just saying before, it's been 4 apiece since half time. Well done.
Well,
that's holding the ball.
That is a Bunbury Mower service tackle. You'd have a few written down, Charlie.
Yeah, there's been some good tackles.
Jack DeLallo, right, and checks his body, couldn't cash there. And it looks like Stem. He has not given up all day, Craney.
No, he's been very good, and I think Coach Scotty Tynan, the Eaton coach, undermanned, but he'd be pretty happy with this last half from his Eaton charges.
As we see DeLallo come off, Jones come on. So Stem looks a bit wobbly off the boot, and he's hit the post.
Got to be pretty accurate to hit the post, Timmy.
Yeah, I know. I reckon if you tried to hit it, it'd be impossible.
I
wouldn't
reckon
it?
you're right.
So the kick goes in, deep into the pocket. Reece Payne. He's got Mulholland if he wants him, but he goes further across. And that is good play because here comes Mulholland for the loose ball. But Pickett, good closing speed by him, shuts down that option. Mulholland, though, has got the supporting bell. It hit the ground, but he had time. Pickett puts on more pressure. Mulholland feeds it back to Bell. It's like kick to kick for those two. Into Reed. He's got the chest mark, 60 out.
Well, there's leads everywhere here, isn't
Basil Hart's at full forward, but the kick goes shorter towards Hughes. And it gets punched over the line, so good pressure on Hughes.
6 minutes left in the quarter, thanks to the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
I think the better option then was to bang it to the square where Basil Hart is.
I think you're right.
But Hughes is a pretty commanding presence, isn't he? Inside 50, so Greenwell up against Cartilage. Cartilage did well, nullified the tap. Adcock just got bumped sideways, and the kick comes to the hot spot. Basil Hart sniffing for a goal, and it goes over for a point. And Basil Hart, when you wear pink boots, you've got to back it up. And he's certainly lit it up at certain times, but he'd be pretty desperate to get a goal on the board.
15 goals, 14 the Panthers to 5 goals, 6 for the Eaton side.
It's incredible his standing jump, isn't it?
As the shadows start to go across Glenewan Oval in what has been a great day of footy.
Good contest outer side of the ground. Pickett versus Bell. And Pickett, brilliant there. Experience well beyond his years. He forces the ball up.
You're right, it hasn't been too bad a game of footy.
And now the sun comes out. Again, beautiful sunshine. Looks like Jones went into traffic. And it's going to be another ball up. So outer side of the ground.
We'll get a score update from Geograph Civil. We'll keep an eye on that one, Charlie.
So 30 scoring shots to 11. We're just ticking into red time in the match. Kadecki up against Farmer. Ball spilt free. And Hedgeland gave it off, and they go towards Reed. Oh, brilliant here by Sean Hart. He's just got to pick it up. Couldn't quite in the end. Well done, Adcock sees it over.
So down in Bustleton, 10-9-69. Bustleton lead Donnybrook 5-11-41 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
You'd almost pencil that one in for another Bustleton victory.
I'd say so.
So boundary throw in, right full forward pocket for the Greenwell. Takes it out of the ruck and kicks the goal.
He's kicked the goal. The big fella.
That's a big contender. Out of the ruck, bangs it home, and Greenwell adds a bit of icing to his cake.
The Panthers need to keep this big fella fit, firing and playing footy. He's got a ton of talent, has Greenwell, and a big asset to this football club. As you said, when they can swing Kelly and Greenwell through that ruck duties, it makes it pretty hard on the players playing against them.
I reckon Kelly's had his feet up for a while now. Now he's having a bit of a burst. So, and I reckon Craney, when you've got a lineup where you can rest your ruckman deep forward, that is the ideal setup because you want your big fellas getting down there, providing that extra marking option.
Collie did exactly the same last week, and it works very well.
Kelly gives it to Gadecki.
Beautifully done.
To Jones. This is Silky from the Panthers. Can they put an exclamation mark on today? The kick, though, at the end just lacked the finish.
Gee, that was like a training drill out the middle there by the Panthers, though. Superb handball.
I was salivating, Craney.
You were salivating.
And he climaxed in the end.
It's like Charlie up at the Hollow.
Yes.
Getting into his fish and chips. You don't mind them.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
heard
they're
it's
good.
pretty good there. So Greenwell, Cartilage claims it in the end. And the kick down the line. Pickett did well. Had his jumper pulled. Probably could have got the free kick. But in comes Mulholland. Cheesy's been good. Depiazzi loads up to full forward. Reed off hands. Ewing comes through the flying doormat and kicks it to right half back, but just plucked nicely.
Ring-a-ding-ding again. He's had a terrific afternoon as Jackson Bell.
And the ding-dong off hands. And it goes down.
Look, he'd be going close to our best defender, but I think he's going to be pretty high on the market for goal of the day. So
I think that was Payne who led at the footy then, but it goes over the line. So
a couple of Panthers boys in front of us about enough. They got the boots off on the bench.
as Greenwell taps it back towards Gardner, left it behind, and then he gets gang tackled, high tackle. So Gardner's got the free kick. He's got a few options down in the square as well. Reed. He's lurking. And this is what we talked about before, Craney. Well, I did anyway. Point post. Who's on him? Yeah, looks like Gardner. No, it's Basil Hart. So watch him bust in from that point post.
I've been very impressed. I've said it all afternoon about Gardner. His ability to read the ball has been superb.
So Gardner will need to kick from pretty much all of 50. This is a tough kick. Right foot drop punt.
Only tough for some there, Timmy, because he just whacked that through at his WA Carper Supermarket contender, Reed Gardner. That just finishes off a very, very good day for Gardner.
Absolutely drilled it, didn't he? Let's see it again.
Gee, I tell you what, he had some beautiful connection there. That was like your one wood down the driveway, Tim.
Except I sliced mine 90-degree angles.
It was like my putter.
But I get there eventually.
Yeah, after 14 or 15 shots, we always get it in the hole, don't we? So it is winding down on this game. The Panthers 17 goals, 15, 1-1-7. Lead Eaton 5-6-36.
So Kelly wins the front left tap down, but Aiken went without it. But here comes Jones. He's been good since he's come on.
As they've done all
Gadecki.
year.
And the lace out pass to Greenwell. Maybe this time they'll pop the cork. Champagne footy, Carey Park.
Bunbury and Busselton Battery well best on ground. That's going to be a very, very hard gig to pick because there's been superb ones. You just watch Gadecki there. He's just knocked up getting kicks.
I reckon if Greenwell kicks this, it almost nudges his nose slightly in front. I reckon to ruck most of the day and kick a few. He's done well. Greenwell for goal. He's missed.
Sorry, big fella, you don't get the best on now.
He's trying to trick me then, wasn't he?
If he didn't kick the goal, he doesn't get best on. So
I'm swearing, Charlie, that he just put the hand in the air.
And it is all over here at Glenewan Oval. And the Panthers run out very easy winners. 17-16, 1-1-8 to Eaton 5-6-36. We're going to come back after the break and wrap it all up.